week and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it, they want me to stop, but I trend like a topic. How could they fire on me? I'm the hottest. They reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I feel like a prophet. I tell them shut up and get up and go. If you want it, then I put that on the floor. We be ducking the we ain't ducking no it's a joke. You gon' get in that field then round chose. My gon' hunt like a tiger. Go. You scary little be doing the most. If you know like I know better, watch.
We're coming at you from beautiful. New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Luka Doncic. He's a big ticket to foul. They'll go without him, though.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Hill left side. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Outside Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here. Into the lane. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. It's been a quick start for Orlando. Iverson outside. Pass to Rice. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Now Billups. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. He gets it in there.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Kicks it out to Iverson. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Iverson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Iverson. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Anthony drawing the double team. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Iverson. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal with the steal. Shot from the wing. Anthony's shot is off. The Magic with the lead. Hill inside. Still without a basket.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Howard. And here is Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Howard. And O'Neal with the block.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
New York with the ball. Trailing by 2. Phillips with the ball. Grant Hill covering. Back to Anthony. Outside Phillips. Outside for Robinson. The 3 from Anthony. Another 3 for New York.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Rice. Back to Iverson. Here's Rice. Now here's Howard. Here's Rice. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We've got 1:18 left in the first. New York with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Back to Collins. Pass to O'Neal. Ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Howard in the post. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Next ball.
Here's Billups. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Anthony. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Anthony's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York. Howard can't hit.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Some nice passing by New York here. To the inside. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To halt the run. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Pass to Rondo. There's the pick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Brunson.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
5 on the clock. Here's Gilmore. Blocked again.
What timing from Giannis on that block attempt. Makes his move right on cue to deny the rim attack.
The Knicks leading by 8. To the right side. Pass to Brunson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Picked his pocket. Here's Granger. And the slam dunk by Granger.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
Brunson outside. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Gilmore. The kick out to Ball. Six to shoot. Stolen away. Here's Giannis. Out to Brunson. Over Rondo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low. From past the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
And that one drops for him. Granger's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Out to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ball with it. Nothing on the board. Inside. Here's Gilmore. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Gilmore's got it back down to within single digits for Orlando. Brunson being aggressive.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Giannis left side. It's stolen by Rondo. Right side, Ball. Over Smith. And no good as it rattles out.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
The Magic trailed by 11.
Next foul. Steve Smith. First personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gilmore. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. To the middle. A fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis automatic inside.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Pass to Gilmore. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. New York leading by 15. Here's Brunson. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Right side, O'Neal. Outside, Robinson. And the layup is good. Robinson's got 5 now.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The drive by Iverson. Iverson lightning quick on the drive.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
Pass to Billups. Now Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now Iverson, 7 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Howard. Plays it up and banks it in. Howard's got his second bucket.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Anthony. Clock at 6. Screen by O'Neal. Lets the 3 fly. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. He's got 11.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple, but he has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Iverson, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Taken away by Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's off from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The Knicks leading by 19. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. For three, Hill. Knicks with the rebound. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Screen by O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dwight Howard.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Hill has the open look. And the three off target.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Anthony. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Magic trailed by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Here's Anthony.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Blows the alley-oop jam. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Anthony. Here's Orlando now. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
For three, Hill. Rebound by Anthony. The Knicks leading by 20. To the inside. And stolen by Howard. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Shots good by Rice.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Puts up a deep three. Pass to Shaq. Outside for Robinson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Robinson's got his third basket of the night.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Back to Iverson. Pulls up, high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Iverson's got 9 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's New York holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding.
The Magic, 25.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Iverson. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team.
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on them.
And that one's good, Iverson.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
It's Brunson, top of the key. Offline from the high post.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Iverson with the bucket.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Billups. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The three from Anthony. Wow, came this close to a four-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
And Orlando making a change here. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. From deep, Billups. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Robinson up top. It's intercepted. For 3, Hill. Rebounded by Anthony.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Pass to Gilmore. Fires it up. It's hauled in by Giannis. The Knicks lead by 22. Robinson on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb.
One of the best playmakers in the game. Giannis with the assist. He can pile those up.
Here's Rice. Looking to end the run. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Rondo. Kicks it out to Granger. From deep. Out to the right wing. Here's Rice. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rondo. Good. Nice job down low. The Knicks leading by 22. Now here's Billups. Brunson outside. Screen by O'Neal. Brunson goes in. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Carmelo Anthony.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And he makes that one.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard, and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Green, no luck. Here's New York. They're on a 17-5 run here. And here's Brunson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up.
bitch, so it's not nice.
Playtime mode is the big league. Go.